I know a lot of people have a lot of things to say about Dwight Howard as his personality or whatever
Right.
people like to take a
The
shot
shot
at.
at.
So Doc Rivers felt that Josh Smith dribbled it once.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the Dwight Howard allegations are real. If you don't know, Dwight Howard is being accused of essaying another man. Police documents were just released.
In light of recent essay accusations made by a man who hooked up with Dwight Howard, it appears that Dwayne Wade has sided with Dwight. Dwight is currently dealing with criticism when it was said that he forced his purported victim Steven Harper into a threesome with another man named Kitty. The clips, which have since been resurrected, show Dwight inappropriately touching an NBA colleague. But Dwight recently addressed these claims in an Instagram post, telling followers to quit caring about what he does in his bedroom and to mind their own business. I'm not required to disclose the location of my wood. Fans, however, accused Dwight of gaslighting because the real concerns here are not his sexual orientation, but rather the grave accusations that he has touched his teammates without permission and essayed guys. However, it appears that Dwight has found one supporter, and that person is none other than Dwayne Wade, who has, you surely know, dealt with similar accusations in the past. What precisely did Dwayne say in response to Dwight's essay accusations then? Is he genuinely justifying his actions? Let's dissect it. How many names come to mind where the name Dwight Howard isn't included?
How many names can you think of where Dwight Howard name is not in there?
For years, there have been rumors that Dwight Howard is part of the agreement. Nevertheless, these accusations recently took a sinister turn when a guy named Steven Harper sued Dwight, accusing him of essay and said that Dwight attempted to coerce him into a threesome with a man posing as Kitty. Radar Online was able to get court documents that show Dwight and Steven first connected on social media in May 2021. After sending one other some flirtatious messages, Steven claims Dwight told him he was into weird stuff and asked for some explicit pictures. On July 19, 2021, Dwight extended an invitation to Steven to visit his home. Steven accompanied his lawsuit with receipts, demonstrating his visitation to Dwight's residence that day, which included text messages and an Uber charge. According to Steven's claim, after they had begun kissing in Dwight's bedroom, a second guy entered the room, much to Steven's surprise. Steven claims that this man presented himself as Kitty while dressing like a lady. Steven has since released a picture of this individual. Radar Online reports that Steven is likely to use Kitty as the primary witness in his case against Dwight, attempting to establish that Dwight sexually assaulted him in front of Kitty. In his lawsuit, Steven claims Dwight offered they go out on a threesome with Kitty, but Steven turned that suggestion down. He also says Dwight never indicated in their text exchange that he would invite someone else over. But Steven claims that Dwight subsequently became very uncomfortable with him by becoming overly possessive. Steven says he begged Dwight to stop, but Dwight commanded him to shut up and said he would do whatever Steven wanted to do. As per Steven's lawsuit, Dwight got up and towered over him. He then grabbed Steven by the thighs, made him take off his underpants violently, held him down, and engaged in non-consensual acts. According to the lawsuit, Steven was afraid he would hurt himself after being tied down and had to stay still while the defense kept questioning him. Steven is charging Dwight of assault, violence, purposeful infliction of emotional distress, and false detention. He also says that Dwight made him perform the same conduct on him. In response to Steven's complaint, Dwight acknowledged that he had slept with both Steven and Kitty. But he denied coercing Steven into doing anything against his will and asserted that Steven was aware that Kitty would be coming over. In a statement, Dwight claimed that Steven was after his money and demanded that the lawsuit be dismissed as a whole. However, Steven is standing by his account, and he went on to refute the accusations on Instagram, saying that Dwight ambushed him and that he never stated that he was attempting to include a third party in their interaction. Steven added that Dwight never gave me a picture of Kitty or revealed their gender. Kitty entered wearing a 28-piece church wig, 2-inch heels, and a full beard. I was startled and felt uneasy right away and said I wanted to go. A number of influential people in the industry have commented on this and stated that Dwight obviously doesn't know what consent entails. May stated that surprising someone is never consenting. He also made the point that Dwight's sexual orientation is not the primary problem here. Rather, it is that he is accused of pressuring guys into relationships that they did not want. But in his reply, Dwight accused people of being strange and inquisitive, and he also posted several TikToks making light of the extremely serious accusations he is up against. However, supporters are now arguing that this isn't funny and that everyone should pay attention to the possibility that Dwight is an offender. Dwight Howard doesn't get it, a fan remarked. No one gives a damn that we know he sleeps with men. The problem is that he is a predator and a rapist. Another said, "It's not surprising that Dwight Howard told the story. It probably explains where his son got it. Kids don't learn that behavior from thin air." This tweet, incidentally, is about Dwight's son Braylon, who was previously ordered by a judge to avoid any children 2 years younger than him after it was alleged that he had sexually touched the little son of his mom's lover. Moreover, Braylon was underage when the alleged assault occurred. Court documents state that Braylon informed investigators that he became enraged with the younger guy and that this causes him to act out sexually. Adding insult to injury, a number of previously unreleased film footage of Dwight inappropriately grabbing teammates have surfaced. Fans have said that this type of behavior has become the standard and that other players may have refrained from speaking out because of this. When Dwight was a member of the Houston Rockets, a video was captured of him grasping his teammate Isaiah Cannon's rear end. Fans didn't take this and other similar films seriously when it was first released, and the result was that jokes about pausing were spoken. However, other supporters claimed that Dwight's treatment of Isaiah was essay as well in light of the essay case that was brought against him. While Dwight's supporters are standing by him and asserting that he is the victim of homophobic abuse, others maintain that Dwight's sexual orientation is not the fundamental issue. Ryan Clark, a former NFL player, tweeted,
"I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old and young boys back there all naked in the Wade house."
"I understand that you're attempting to maintain your employment, but this clown has been abusing basketball players for years. Do you recall the time he grabbed Isaiah Cannon's ass during a nationally televised game near the Rockets bench? Tell me that's not going against his will then." However, it appears like Dwight has another ally, and it's apparently none other than Dwayne Wade. Viral rumors claim that Dwayne secretly provided Dwight his support and expressed his belief that the NBA fans are simply discriminating against Dwight because he is gay. But Dwayne had already been accused of similar things before, even asserting that she was told by several young males that they saw some really unsettling things during Dwayne and Gabrielle Union's house parties. I mention this because I recently spoke with an artist who received an invitation to a party at their home. It was all laid back in the front until they got to the back, where a group of young and old boys were in the Wade house all nude. Because of this, supporters are now suggesting that it makes sense for Dwayne to stand up for Dwight, with some even speculating that Dwayne may have known Dwight personally. One fan remarked, "Dwight is about to tell on Dwayne," and another said, "Of course Wade would have Dwight's back." However, what do you think of Dwayne Wade's purported defense of Dwight? Do you too believe that Dwight behaved inappropriately among his teammates? After viewing this following video, feel free to share your ideas in the comments section. After viewing this following video, feel free to share your ideas in the comments section, the subsequent video.